I tell you that I joined the, I applied to join the Mayflower Society.
What the hell is
What's the
that?
Mayflower Society?
So, individuals that came over on the Mayflower, if you can um, connect your lineage to anybody that came over directly on the Mayflower, you can join the Mayflower Society. And it's like, I mean, I don't know if it's a special club because there's like, I think they said there's like 33 million people around the world that are descendants of them, but
So what you're
I don't
saying is
know.
it's not exclusive.
No, but you can apply for scholarships. So like my brother's kids could possibly get scholarships. Maybe I'll get a cool jacket if they let me in. I don't know. I'll keep you
Full
up to date.
jacket.
Yeah, if I get a cool, if I
Why
ever go
did
up to
you
Plymouth
join?
there,
I want the jacket.
if
I just
like
joined for the jacket.
if I ever go up to Plymouth, apparently you get like discounts on a lot of the
On
stuff up
jackets.
there, and
You get discounts on jackets.
maybe
At
maybe
a
a
souvenir shop.
yeah maybe a cool hat that says Plymouth Rock didn't land on us, we landed on
Landed
Plymouth
on
Rock.
it. Man, if you don't get like a Letterman jacket that says Mayflower on it, I don't know what to do.
It has
man.
the year like on the shoulder, like 62 or 60, whatever it is on the shoulder.
And then you got to get the hat with the buckle on top.
Oh,
All right, we
covered
might
in
as well
gravy.
go live now. I never even hit the music. Ready? Are
didn't.
you ready to dance, Frank?
It's past this point. Yeah.
Give me his pass this point. Here it comes. Here it comes, Frank! Hit it! All right, everybody, welcome to the program. Look who's over here. Look at Big Land. Back in action, ladies and gentlemen. Back in action. Yeah. Oh, whoa. What's going on
What
here?
the hell happened there?
my.
You drowned yourself?
Oh my. Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my!
Oh, you're what?
You guys, I'm taking a shit. Damn it.
All right.
Too early
We're
for that.
done.
I like how I don't touch any of those settings, but the voices change every time. Welcome to the program, everybody. How the hell are you doing? Lots of fun things lined up. Obviously, Big Lane is back. Franklin Jonathan Sharples chilling down there. Here's what we got going on tonight. We're going to go over some YouTube poll reviews. We're going to talk about things you didn't know about Jimmy Kimmel Live, Michael Jackson, and his burning incident on the Pepsi commercial, The Wonder Years, Black Sheep, the movie, Road, and The Day the Music Died. That's all the stuff
Buddy
we're going to
Holly?
be covering there. We're going to have AI written poems that describe TV shows that debuted in 2015 and also movies that premiered in 1980. And to wrap things up, we are going to do a movie draft of movies that came out in 1995. Did you get your bets in, Lan?
Yeah, I did.
Who'd you bet on?
I don't know, these nerds who play League of Legends.
Nerd. Oh, you're e-gambling.
Yeah, I'm e-gambling. I got a ringer at work, and he texts us all the results that we should be betting on.
So you're becoming a degenerate, is what you're saying.
Yeah, a little bit. I haven't won much, but
Would you say
know,
overall, are you up or down?
I am down.
A lot.
So he's not a
or
good
little?
ringer then, huh?
I'm down a little. I'm not down a lot.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Like, I'm only putting, 10, 20 bucks. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what I do. I put in like $2 bets and stuff just for shits and giggles every now and then. All right, but here we go. We're going to get some YouTube poll reviews. You can find these over on my YouTube channel underneath either community or posts. It just depends. Not really sure. It looks different for each person. But if you go to @TheRealBrandalorian on YouTube, right there, you'll be able to see all the different posts and the actual polls that we put up there. So we put, first one we're covering here, which show that debuted in 2005 can you watch every episode from? And I only put 2 options because these are ones that you see frequently memified, if you will, on the social medias, which, by the way, Facebook, go fuck yourself. But the two options are It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia and The Office. Big Lan, we're starting with you. What do you think won that poll, my man?
I would say, I'm going to think of not me. I'd say The Office.
Lan's going Office. Frank?
Yeah, it's gonna be The Office.
No,
Wow.
I am sorry. 59% of
Oh.
people actually voted for It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Good. People's
did you-
tastes are good
Hey,
for once.
what do you mean? They're both good shows.
They are, but It's Always Sunny is way better.
I think right there for me, man. Like right there.
I don't know. The later episodes of The Office though just kind of.
Oh, those are terrible. Those we don't count those. We that's like that.
You didn't
that,
say that there's a not counting.
No,
thing.
that's like that last child
don't
that like
count.
a family has. It's like the 8th kid that you just ignore, like you act like he never even existed. You do
People
the same
still
thing
have
with
8
those.
Oh yeah, when I say that, I think of Nick Cannon. He has like 20.
All right, what is the next YouTube poll? What is Jim Carrey's best movie? And the 4 options I put up: Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, Dumb and Dumber, The Truman Show, or Man on the Moon. Frank, what do you think won that poll?
Ace Ventura, because everybody loves farting penis jokes.
All right, Lan, what do you think won the poll?
Dumb and Dumber.
No points for anybody so
Show?
far. Truman Show. 41% of people voted for Truman Show, then Ace Ventura, then Dumb and Dumber, and coming in at just 4%, Man on the Moon.
Crazy.
All right, here we go. We got another question about shows that debuted in 2005. Which of these shows that debuted in 2005 are you marathoning? It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, The Office, Grey's Anatomy, or How I Met Your Mother? Lan, what do you think won the poll?
It's Always Sunny.
Okay, he's sticking with the one that won the previous poll. Frank, what are you going with?
Do I have to watch any of them?
You do not. What do you think won the poll? By the way, Frank's a closet Grey's Anatomy fan. He loves Dr.
clearly.
Dreamy.
Who's that? Is that
That's an actual character.
That's
on
the
show?
guy from what was the movie? Can't Buy Me Love?
okay.
Remember the girl spills the wine on her dress? And he gives her
Okay.
money.
I'm
buy
gonna
a
go
new
with
one?
The Office.
All right. Well, we have our first point, ladies and gentlemen. And it's going to go to. Oh, Big Lan! Yeah, 38% of people said It's Always Sunny. 23% said The Office. 21% said How I Met Your Mother. And 18% said Grey's Anatomy. All right, next YouTube poll. This is a pretty simple one. 2 options here. Would you rather be too hot or too cold? Frank, what do you think won the poll?
Ooh. Seeing how I'd rather be too cold because too hot sucks.
Okay. Interesting coming from somebody who lives in Florida, but all right.
Because it sucks when you're super hot down here.
It sucks.
It's true. All right, he's going too hot. Oh, wait, no, too cold. It's which would you rather be? You would rather be too cold, right, Frank?
Right. Yeah. Okay.
All right,
yes.
Lane, what are you going with?
I'm going too cold also because it's easier to get warmer than it is to get cooler.
A point for each of you. 63% of people said they would rather be too cold.
Yeah. Try to sleep in a house with no air conditioning in the middle of summer in Florida and see how well that goes for you.
Oh my God. I remember when my AC unit crapped out when I was living in Florida. And it was like every night around 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. I'd wake up just drenched in sweat.
Humidity, gets in
Oh.
through the walls.
Fucking
That
disgusting.
wasn't sweat.
Mm. Gross.
All right. Next one's not necessarily a poll. This is actually a trivia question. What NFL franchise has the longest conference championship game drought? So meaning they obviously have not made either the NFC or AFC conference championship game. The 4 options are Dallas Cowboys, Miami Dolphins, Cleveland Browns, or the Las Vegas Raiders. And that does include Oakland/Los Angeles as well. So Lan, what is the correct answer to this trivia question?
Being that I haven't really watched football in a long time, I'm just gonna go with the Browns.
All right, Frank?
Yes, the Brownie Browns.
Yeah. So the Browns are technically tied for the amount of seasons having not made it to a conference championship, which is 32 overall. But remember, the Browns didn't exist for 3 years back in the 90s. So their drought goes all the way back to 1989, while the Dolphins' drought goes to 1992. All right, next YouTube poll. What is Gina Davis's best movie? We did the Gina Davis movie draft last week. So the 4 options I put up there are A League of Their Own, Thelma and Louise, Beetlejuice, or The Long Kiss Goodnight. Frank, what are you going with, my man? Oh, we got the ska music in the background.
We're going to go with A League of Their Own.
All right, he's going League of Their Own. Big Land, what are you going with?
Now this is not what I think, but what I think other people think.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go with Thelma and Louise.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get Beetlejuice.
Aw.
Wow, I didn't think Beetlejuice could win it.
48% of people voted for Beetlejuice. Coming in second was A League of Their Own, then Thelma and Louise, and then The Long Kiss Goodnight. Lane, have you seen The Long Kiss Goodnight?
No, I haven't. That's why I made a weird face when you said it.
It's such a good movie.
Who else is in it?
Sam Jackson.
Samuel Jackson.
Oh,
It's
okay,
really
I think I remember.
so she's basically this mom, this family mom, who has a secret past of being like an assassin,
A hooker.
and it unlocks all. Dude, it's
Sorry, I was gonna say
really good. It's really good. All right, final YouTube poll here. We were talking about all this stuff before we started live streaming today. What is the best sketch from Chappelle's Show?
Show.
The 4 options I put up there were Clayton Bigsby, that was the blind racist, Rick
On the
James,
first episode.
Mad Real World, or Knee High Park. Frank, what do you think won the poll?
I have a special place in my heart for Rick James, and I think people quote that the most. So I'm going Rick James,
All right, he's
bitch.
going Rick James. Lan?
I'm gonna say Clayton Bigsby just because that was on the first episode.
All right, well, Frank gets the point, ladies and gentlemen. We're all tied up at 2. Yeah, 58% of people voted for Rick James. 36% voted for Clayton Bigsby. Dude, I'm telling you, Mad Real World is somehow drastically underrated.
Underappreciated.
Oh, man.
It was so good.
He shouldn't have been looking at her like that. He's like, I don't know how I'm looking at you. And Charlie Murphy walks up and stabs him. Such a good. I had sex with Katie too, man. Katie got some big ass.
Big ass titties.
That's going to do it for the YouTube polls. Make sure you guys check those out every single day. One of them, usually I try to get them up by about 6 a.m. Mountain Time. Sometimes I forget. But go check them out over there on the old YouTube channel. But it's time, ladies and gentlemen, to gear up for some things that you did not know. I had to make sure I didn't have a copyright strike on that one. So there we go. All right, you guys ready?
Sure.
Yeah, copyright these nuts.
All right, things that you did not know about Jimmy Kimmel Live. It debuted back on January 26th, 2003. Do you guys remember technically kind of how the show first started out?
From the Man Show, or what their first episode was?
I mean, yeah, like you definitely tell that he was trying to take some things from the Man Show.
I remember his first show.
Remember who was on
And,
it?
you know, it was George Clooney and Warren Sapp.
Wow.
I believe
Wasn't
Soup
it
was on
directly
too,
after
wasn't
the
he?
Super Bowl?
It was right after the Super Bowl. He
That's
brought in a winning player from the Super Bowl, and it ended up being Warren Sapp. Came smelling like the Super Bowl.
Well, it was live originally, and not just that episode being post Super Bowl. Their whole goal was to have it, hence Jimmy Kimmel Live. As it debuted, it aired live in real time on the episode for the episodes on the East Coast, which was unusual for late night shows because they're typically pre-recorded. However, the unpredictability of live television, combined with some other mishaps, which we'll get to here in a moment, led to the decision to switch to a taped format later on. I totally forgot to bring the picture up, by the way. There you go. There, look at little Jimmy there. Look at that little baby face. So do you guys remember that they served the audience beer?
No.
No.
That was one of the big things. This is obviously coming from the Man Show here. But in the early days, studio audience members were given free beer before and during tapings to create a rowdy and energetic atmosphere. Jimmy Kimmel joked that the idea came from a desire to replicate the loose vibe of a sports bar. The practice was discontinued when the producers realized it wasn't conducive with maintaining order and professionalism during the show. So those were two pretty big things they changed within the first year, which was live and serving beer to the audience. Now, Guillermo was not originally a sidekick. He was legitimately A security guard worked in the parking lot that got Kimmel's attention. His charisma and natural comedic timing led to him becoming a recurring on-air personality. Guillermo's segments include red carpet interviews, have become a fan favorite over the years. I always like it when he goes and interviews the Super Bowl teams. Frankly.
There's two things I remember about the first season, not the kidding. One was the first episode. There was another episode where they took the camera out onto Hollywood Boulevard, whatever it is. And they're walking down, and like he's like, they're having him, Jimmy's having him stop on different people, and they randomly run into Vince Vaughn just hanging out in the street. This was before This was before his resurgence in his career, and he's just standing there, and it was almost like he was begging to get on Kimmel's show. He's like, "I really like your show, Jimmy. I'd really like to be on it." And Jimmy kind of goes, "Oh, okay, that's great. Okay, can we move on?" And like then the camera just kind of moves on.
My gut's telling me all that stuff is sort of planned.
Probably, but I don't know, because Vaughn's career at that point was in the toilet. He hadn't done those comedies yet, Wedding Crashers and Old School yet. It was like a year or two before.
Well, did you know Jimmy Kimmel's feud with Matt Damon was an accident? The long-running gag about Matt Damon being bumped at the end of every show began as a spontaneous joke. Kimmel once said, "I want to apologize to Matt Damon. We ran out of time," as a throwaway line during a particularly packed episode. The joke resonated with Damon, and he played along, turning it into one of the show's most enduring and beloved bits.
I'm fucking Matt Damon.
Have you ever seen the clip of when Ben Affleck comes out and Matt Damon's hiding in his shirt?
Yeah.
Go watch it. When you're done here on my channel, go YouTube that stuff. And finally, the show's musical performances, well, they take place outdoors. Unlike many late night shows that feature indoor musical performances, Jimmy Kimmel Live is known for hosting concerts outdoors in its backlot stage. This unique setup allows for larger audiences and high energy performances, giving the show a festival-like vibe. I mean, it truly is. It's significantly more people than you're going to get in any of those indoor studios. And major artists include Coldplay, Rihanna, and BTS. They've all performed memorable outdoor sets on the show.
What is BTS?
BTS.
That's a K-pop band.
It's a bunch of girls who look like guys.
That is my kid's favorite band, actually. I don't get it, but whatever.
You got posters on your bedroom wall.
No, she has a Blackpink poster on her wall.
A what?
Blackpink in your area.
Is that different from the white pink?
See, Land knows what's up. Why is it got to be pink?
Unfortunately.
All right. Things that you did not know about Michael Jackson getting the crap burn out of himself. So this happened during a Pepsi commercial shoot, January 27th, 1984. Who do you guys see in that picture?
That's Fresh Prince, Raphael, whatever his name is, Alfonso?
Alfonso Ribeiro?
Or Raphael.
There's Leonardo and Michelangelo behind him, too.
And Corey Feldman.
Yeah, I was about to say, Corey Feldman's on the back.
The comeback king?
The comeback king. All right, so this incident was triggered by a pyrotechnics malfunction during the filming of a Pepsi commercial at the Shrine Auditorium in Los Angeles. Pyrotechnics meant to create a dramatic effect misfired. On the sixth take, sparks from the fireworks ignited Jackson's hair, causing second and third degree burns to his scalp and head. Despite the injury, Jackson initially continued performing before the severity of the accident became apparent. Did you know Michael Jackson's injury was... let me start that over again. Did you know Michael Jackson's injury while filming a Pepsi commercial in 1984 led to his painkiller addiction?
Oh.
To manage the severe pain from his burns and the subsequent medical procedures, Jackson was prescribed strong painkillers. This incident marked the beginning of his dependency on prescription medication, which would affect him for the rest of his life. His struggle with addiction later became a central narrative in his personal challenges, and if you think about it, kind of ultimately what was his
Led to
demise.
his downfall.
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn you,
Okay.
fire.
Now, on the bright side, Jackson used the settlement money for charity. PepsiCo settled the lawsuit with Jackson for $1.5 million. Rather than keeping the money, Jackson donated it to the Brotman Medical Center in Culver City, California. The donation funded the creation of the Michael Jackson Burn Center, dedicated to treating burn victims and advancing burn treatment research.
Can you hold on that picture for a second?
Why? Because
Okay,
Groucho Marx is in the background?
No, I'm just saying. Look at the guy that's on the. I mean, he's obviously in pain and doesn't want to be there. And then look at the doctors just smiling their fucking asses off while this poor guy is sitting there going, "The fuck you taking my picture for? I just came in from a car wreck, burned up."
They're like, we're getting money.
They're like, "Hey, look, it's Michael Jackson. Isn't this great? Don't worry, your skin will melt off, but we'll put it back on, sir."
Photo op.
You look like Skeletor, but hey, it's totally cool.
Remember.
Do you think that's what they're thinking? Like,
Remember,
hey, look, I'm
Pepsi
next.
commercial led to Michael Jackson's downfall.
You think they're sitting there going, "My kids will never believe I saw Michael Jackson and Skeletor today. Quick, let's take a picture."
Jesus
So-
Christ.
so-
Oh wait, my kids don't ever want to see me again.
The accident would obviously change his look forever. The injuries required Jackson to undergo several medical treatments, including scalp surgeries and skin grafts. To cover the scars on his scalp, he began wearing wigs and hats more frequently. This incident, combined with his already evolving appearance, fueled public speculation about his changing physical look. Which one do you guys remember most?
The like right around the bad era.
It'd be right about here.
Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
you're going from like there on is where yeah, everything else was before I was really paying attention to his career.
For some reason, I remember this. I remember '93, like the,
Yeah,
the,
but-
the music
yeah,
video
um,
"Scream" with his sister.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Well, I remember the last picture on that row because that's the one that Conan would use
This one?
for when they would cut out the mouth and yeah, they
Oh,
would
yeah.
talk. Like, Conan, I keep coming around here and making funny. I just want to play with my bubbles.
And
Well,
Vi-
88, like 84, 85, I was super into Michael Jackson.
yeah, right here.
Like I mean, I remember that whole incident and how I was so scared that he was not going to be okay, and I was right.
That's a
I don't know if he
5-year-old.
was okay long before.
I was right. I just want to put that out there. 5-year-old Land was right. And finally, it pushed him further into perfectionism and isolation. The trauma from the accident intensified Jackson's desire for control over his performances and public image. His perfectionism in music and choreography became even more pronounced after the incident. The accident also contributed to his growing sense of mistrust and isolation as he became increasingly concerned with his safety and well-being. Here we go. I was hoping we get something like that out of you guys. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. All right.
You guys remember the show that they had, the Jacksons, and when they did this part where he got his head burnt on the show?
No.
You don't? I remember I wanted to watch that specific episode just so I could see it, but it was funny because it was like big set of stairs, fucking spark goes into his hair, it starts smoking, and then he just suddenly starts rolling down the stairs.
The
like,
Jacksons, you say?
Yeah, you know, Boys to Men was in it.
When was this?
Yeah.
They were. You remember when Boys to Men did "In the Still of the Night"?
No. I don't remember any of this.
Really?
No.
Oh my god!
Never
In
heard
the
of any of this.
Still of the Night. Boys to Men.
Yeah, it's an old song that they redid.
Yeah.
and then they performed it,
It's
semi-performed it in the
the
show.
5 satins. In this, isn't it like in the still of the night? Yeah. Okay.
I held you. Yeah, that one.
Huh. Weird.
You guys don't remember the Jacksons miniseries?
No.
I think it was
I
on
do remember
CBS.
that. I do remember that. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Are you talking about the Jacksons, An American Dream?
There you go.
1992?
There you go.
Billy D. Williams played Barry Gordy.
Yeah, it's a good fit.
The Colt 45.
Angela Bassett was in it. Vanessa Williams was in it.
Mm-hmm.
Terrence Howard as Jackie Jackson. Was this before or after he discovered that 1 × 1 = 2? Which, by the
Yeah,
way,
Probably
yeah.
how he came up with that.
which, by the way, I totally mocked him in one of the videos where I was talking about when Don Cheadle was offered the role as War Machine, which
Right.
meant they were essentially replacing Terrence Howard. I got so many comments from people who are like, "Yeah, because you've done so much with your life," or because you're so smart at math. I'm like, what the
I do
hell?
know that 1 × 1 is not 2.
Yeah, I'm smart enough to know
Yeah.
that, dickhead. But whatever.
Math is wrong. Math is wrong because the science is wrong.
Exactly. Oh, things you didn't know about Sleeping Beauty. It was released on January 29th, 1959. All 3 of us were there on opening day.
Huh.
It was,
Yeah.
As the fairies.
at the time, it was the most expensive Disney film. Sleeping Beauty was the most expensive animated film Disney had ever produced up to that point, costing around $6 million, which obviously was a big chunk of change back in the 50s. Its high production cost was due to its detailed art style and widescreen format. Unfortunately, it underperformed at the box office, leading to a temporary halt in Disney's production of fairy tale movies until 1989's Little Mermaid.
Wow.
30 years there, folks. 30 years.
The Dark Cauldron didn't make it.
I don't believe
Black
that
Cauldron?
was that was not a fairy tale movie.
I mean, it was kind of fairy tale-ish.
Well, I
Well,
think
it's
they're
based on a
talking about
book.
ones that were based on previous fairy tales that had already been created at that point or written.
You haven't seen that one? Give it a shot. It's in Disney's Dark Age, but it was a pretty decent cartoon.
Yeah, a
movie.
lot of those ones I think are underrated. The unique art style was inspired by medieval art. The film's art direction was heavily influenced by the works of medieval artists like the Limburg brothers and the illuminated manuscripts of the Middle Ages. The
Okay.
film's art director, Evand Earl, created intricate, highly stylized backgrounds that were unique among Disney films. Walt Disney personally loved his style, even though some of the animators found it too rigid and difficult to work with.
Wait, what was the dude's name again?
Evand Earl, or Ivan. It's Eyvind.
Okay. Even
Stew on that one for a bit. Now, Maleficent was voiced by the same actress as Lady Tremaine.
Of course.
Eleanor Audley. She
Eleanor.
voiced Maleficent, and she had previously voiced Lady Tremaine, the wicked stepmother in Cinderella, back in 1950. Now, Audley initially hesitated to take the role of Maleficent because she was battling tuberculosis at the time. But her commanding
Love
voice
her.
and sinister delivery made her portrayal iconic.
Her and Doc Holliday.
Lunger.
Lunger, yeah! Did you know that Aurora in Disney Sleeping Beauty has very little screen time?
Because she's asleep the whole time.
There you go. Princess Aurora is one of the least seen Disney princesses, appearing in the film for only 18 minutes and speaking just 18 lines of dialogue. Most of the story focuses on the supporting characters, such as the 3 good fairies, Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather, as well as Maleficent.
Maleficent.
And of course, it's because she's asleep.
You
For
think
the
if you
fucking
slept that long, would you wake up tired, or would you wake up and not go to sleep for?
I
like,
got a feeling it's
solid
one of
week?
those ones where you wake up, like you never just sleep for too long, and when you wake up, you're like, fuck, I'm still tired.
You're still tired, yeah. And then she
I did
probably
that
just went
before
back to
when I
sleep.
was younger. I slept for like 24 hours and I got up and I was like, I was up for like 2 hours and I was like, oh, holy crap, and just went to bed and slept until the morning.
Holy crap!
Holy crap.
And finally, Sleeping Beauty, the music was adapted from Tchaikovsky. The film's score was based on Pyotr Ilyich Tchaikovsky's ballet, Sleeping Beauty. It was composed back in 1890. George Bruns, not to be confused with George Burns, adapted Tchaikovsky's melodies for the film, including Once Upon a Dream, which became one of Disney's most famous songs. The use of classical music added an elegant and timeless quality to the movie.
To the movie.
To the movie.
Hmm.
And that is your things you didn't know about the old Sleeping Beauty right there.
She was asleep. In case you
She
didn't know.
was asleep. In case you didn't pick up on the actual title, she's asleep. Things that you didn't know about the Wonder Years. Did either of you guys watch it back in when it was on its first run, 80s, 90s?
Yeah,
Nah.
I watched a few episodes back in those days.
Lan, was that
Didn't
a
realize
yeah
it
or
went
nah?
till didn't
That was
realize
a
it went
nah.
till I didn't
Really
realize it
wasn't
went till
my thing.
93. I thought it had like been canceled before then, but it went till 93, which surprised me.
Yeah, it debuted on January 31st, 1988. Now, the narrator, you guys know who it is?
Yeah, it's Marv from Home Alone.
Marv? What are you doing, Marv? Harry, don't move. Daniel Stern, he provided the iconic voice of adult Kevin Arnold, narrating the show as he reflected on his childhood. However, the pilot episode's narration was originally recorded by... Oh, wait, why? I have the wrong goddamn picture up. Hold on. There we
Like
go.
Sleeping Beauty still
I
there.
just skipped
Hey!
all these. There we go. Hey! Made it. I'm guessing Ari Gross is the person's name. A-R-Y-E.
Ari?
Harry, it's Harry Orca. After the pilot, producers decided Stern's voice better captured the nostalgic and reflective tone of the series, so he was brought in to re-record the narration. Fred Savage was cast because of something very specific. Do you guys know what it was?
He was small.
No.
Fred Savage?
Yeah, why was he cast in The Wonder Years? I'm going to change the picture and you're going to know exactly what it is.
Because he was in the movie The Wizard?
No, but you're on the right track.
He was, Princess Bride.
Oh.
The producers
Wow.
cast Fred Savage as Kevin Arnold after seeing his performance in the film The
He-Man
Princess
toys.
Bride, which came out. Totally. Look, Captain America. You
Marvel,
got the one that,
Marvel Secret Wars.
You got the you got He-Man. That's not Beastman. That's something else. That was one of the Horde, I believe.
Yeah, that was Nutsack Man.
It did look like a scrote. And then this was the one that with like the suction thing on it. But
I think
yeah,
is
so
what his
the
name was.
producers were particularly impressed at how much emotion Savage could convey without speaking, which was crucial for a show reliant on internal monologue and reflective narration.
Can we talk about how hot Winnie Cooper became, though?
That's perfect transition here because Winnie
Transition.
Cooper's first kiss was also Danica McKellar's first kiss.
Wait, they
Danica
kissed
Mc-
each other?
Danica McKellar, who played Winnie Cooper, revealed that her on-screen kiss with Fred Savage in the pilot was her real-life first kiss. I mean, they're like 10 years old. Weird. The moment was just as nerve-wracking for the young actors as it appeared on screen, adding to the authenticity of the scene.
It is Hollywood. She could have had some agent or some
Oh,
weird
come
person
on.
trying
Easy, easy. Jesus,
Wow.
Frank. God.
all the stuff that's coming out now.
God.
This is a classy show, Frank. Let's talk about how hot she is now, though.
Okay. Did you
We're
know?
off the rails.
Did you know the Wonder Years setting was never explicitly stated? While the show was clearly set in a suburban American town during the late 1960s, early 1970s, its exact location was deliberately left ambiguous. The producers wanted the setting to feel universal, allowing viewers to imagine Jesus, I can't fucking read. The producers wanted the setting to feel universal, allowing the viewers to imagine Kevin Arnold's world as similar to their own.
Get that? It's a good trick.
And who
I
knew
think
back
you
then
need your readers.
he was hanging out with Marilyn Manson?
Yeah.
Right there. Again,
Whatever happened to that guy?
he became Marilyn Manson. Again,
think he
seriously,
moved- I think he went on to
that
be
is
like a
something that
doctor.
people believed back in the
Yeah.
late 90s, early 2000s.
Yep.
One kid at your school said it, and then the rumor spread, and then it just went from there that Marilyn Manson was the kid from the Wonder Years.
You know, I was thinking about that. It's like these days people just go on social media and promote stuff or say stuff or whatever, and people just run with it. How long do you think that rumor was out there before it actually became like a national rumor that he was Marilyn Manson?
I got a feeling
Like,
it was pretty quick.
IMDb became a thing.
did it have to take like it probably back in the 90s or what? At least 2 months before it made it across the country by that time?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
And finally, the show was canceled due to rising costs.
God, he looks like he's 40 years old in that picture.
He totally does. Despite its popularity and critical acclaim, The Wonder Years ended after 6 seasons due to the increasing cost of production. The decision was influenced by the cast growing older, which required higher salaries and more expensive labor laws for child actors. Fred Savage and other cast members were also transitioning out of the Wonder Years age range, making the premise harder to sustain.
Do you remember that television movie he did with the girl from Full House where he's like the jealous boyfriend? And it's a domestic abuse movie.
Jesus, no.
Oh, you have got to find that and watch it. I mean,
sounds like a peach.
no, but it was one because remember they had all those movies that were set up in the 90s to like it's like you watch this so you'll know what to look for and you know what to
Which one from Full House was it?
the older one. I can't remember her name right now. Candace
Bergen. Oh, Candace
Bure now. Candace Bure. I think her name is now.
1996. No one would tell.
Yeah, and he plays like the jealous boyfriend who is just beating the crap out of Candace Bure, and that's like the whole. I think he ends up killing her or something like that. I can't remember, but it was supposed to be one of those like Sunday night movies that you watch with your kids, and then
I think I remember this.
Oh my God.
dude, he basically played his older self because have you heard of some of the stuff that's come out about him? Like recently?
No, but
Dude,
did you know that because his little brother went on to do Boy Meets World?
Yeah.
And did you know he was on that show?
On Boy Meets World?
Yeah, it was in the later
Maybe.
seasons. It's when they go off to college,
Okay.
and he plays a professor, and he totally starts hitting on Topanga.
He was also in Seinfeld, an episode when Kramer goes to Hollywood.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But
So
yeah,
I
then
he
think I
plays
see Raphael was in the movie.
he plays a psycho,
Who?
and it is wild.
Sally Jesse Raphael,
The sister of the Ninja Turtles.
she was in that. Oh yeah, she was the judge. Yeah, so you had
Jeez.
Candace Cameron Bure played Stacy Collins.
Bure.
Fred Savage
She's married
played.
to a hockey player.
Oh, that's right. Fred Savage. Did I ever show you the video that I did where I specifically mispronounced Patrick Waugh's name? I go Patrick Roy.
Didn't your dad say that?
Oh yeah, he totally did. It was during like a Trivial Pursuit game or something like that.
Good old Roy.
Oh, Ben said, dude, his brother was in this too. Yeah,
I remember this.
this is
It's
the this is the
telling you.
IMDb ending of this.
That movie, I think it was right out. It was a few years after. What was that? 3 years after the Wonder Years ended, and I think people thought it was going to be a sweet little like love story, and he basically is just abusing the hell out of Candace of Full House, and it made you just really go, holy crap! What a
Do you
not
guys
want to have anything to
remember-
do with him.
Eric Balfour.
Is he a
Nope.
wizard?
No, it does sound like a wizard.
Goalkeeper for the Dallas Stars.
No. Eric Salter Balfour. You would recognize his face if you saw who it was. So he's in it. So he plays a character called Vince. Fred plays Robert. Candace plays Stacy. So this is the ending as written by Wikipedia here. It says later that night, Bobby, who's played by Fred Savage, accompanied by friend Vince, convinces Stacy to take a ride in his car. He drives them to the lake and walks off with her while Vince waits in the car. The next day, it is reported that she is missing. Laura and Nikki, two other people in the movie, go out searching for her. Laura suspects that Bobby was involved in the disappearance and finds Stacy's purse in his room. Pretending to be concerned about Stacy, Bobby enlists people to help look for her. Meanwhile, Nikki interrogates Carla, who repeats that Bobby told her what Bobby told her to say. Nikki eventually informs Laura and Detective Anderson about how abusive Stacy's relationship was. Carla later admits that Bobby and Vince took Stacy to the lake. Bobby and Vince get arrested. Bobby blames Stacy's disappearance on Vince. Dude, he throws his buddy under the bus.
Yeah, man, he was a psycho in that movie.
After admitting that Bobby was the last one scene with her, Vince is free to go. Cornered, Bobby eventually admits that he slit Stacy's throat when she refused to resume their relationship.
Welcome to the 90s.
Stacy's body is found in the lake, wrapped in a trash bag, bound and tied down with cinder blocks.
Sleeping with the fishes.
A court trial follows where lots of classmates admit that they saw Bobby hit Stacy but did nothing, figuring that she would leave him eventually. He is then found guilty and sentenced to life in prison. Damn, Frank, what are you doing bringing this stuff up,
I told
man?
you that was like that was one of those movies that it was supposed to get people, if they see that stuff, to tell their parents or tell somebody. I just remember that because he is a complete psycho in that movie.
He's a savage. He's Fred Savage.
Yeah, there's this one scene like where she's going to her locker and she opens it up, and like all these flowers pop out. And there's a picture of like him and her on the side, and then the next thing you know, like the locker just slams. He's like, "What are you doing running around here looking like a friggin' slut?" And like she's like got shorts on. He's like, "You're walking around here letting all these guys look at your butt." And it's like, holy crap.
Okay. Now I need to find out where we can see this movie.
Dude, I'm telling you,
here.
We'll do a on the Discord. We'll do a watch
viewing. Hell yeah!
You will not look at Fred Savage the same way any longer after you watch that movie of him.
Crap.
And then you watch Goldmember.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's it called again? No One Would Tell.
Yeah, one of those, like I said, one of those great television, you had those drug ones like that where your friends are on drugs and this who you can talk to. You had the bully ones. You had the domestic violence. Oh,
I want to know what
90s.
the director of that movie went on to do.
It was Peter Jackson.
Yeah.
He went on
Quentin
Lord of the Rings.
It was Quentin Tarantino under an alias.
Yeah, dude, I'm falling deep in this rabbit hole, man. All right, we got to get back.
Sorry,
on track.
I got you on that.
Here we go. All right, we're coming back, and here we go. Got sidetracked there a little bit, but now it's time to talk about things that you didn't know about the movie Black Sheep, ladies and gentlemen. It was released on February 2nd, 1996. Not all that surprising, the film was rushed due to the success of Tommy Boy.
Yeah.
Black Sheep was greenlit quickly following the success of Tommy Boy, which had established Chris Farley and David Spade as a comedic duo. Paramount Pictures wanted to capitalize on their chemistry, leading to a short development timeline and pressure to replicate the magic of the previous film. Both Farley and Spade later admitted they felt the script and production were rushed. Still a hilarious movie. Like, I'm just going to throw it out there right now. I still find it good. Not as good as Tommy Boy. Tommy Boy
Especially
is...
when Nick Nolte, not Nick Nolte, when Gary Busey shows up.
Don't worry. We'll be getting to that. You do not worry about that, my friend. That's coming up. But did you know David Spade and Chris Farley had a real-life tiff on the set of Black Sheep? Tensions rose between Spade and Farley during the production, particularly over a misunderstanding involving Rob Lowe, a mutual friend who was also in Tommy Boy.
Tommy Boy.
Spade skipped a night out with Farley and Lowe, prompting Farley to jokingly accuse Spade of favoritism. This led to a playful but infamous incident where Farley reportedly poured soda on Spade's head during an argument. Despite their on-set squabbles, the duo maintained Jesus. Despite their on-set squabbles, the duo maintained a deep friendship. And of course, we know that since they basically rushed this thing through because of the success of Tommy Boy, we know that the script was written for Farley. You know what he's yelling right here, right?
Where he's at that event for like
it's when he gets high with all the reggae guys.
Yeah, to rock the
and he goes,
something Whitey, Kill Whitey. Yeah.
The screenplay was catered to Chris Farley's strengths, showcasing his physical comedy and lovable underdog persona. Fred Wolf, the screenwriter, had written for Saturday Night Live and understood how to craft material suited for Farley's comedic style. However, the rushed production left some gags feeling underdeveloped compared to those in Tommy Boy. That scene is hilarious, I'm not going to lie. The rolling downhill scene also, a lot of it was Farley. In one of the movie's most memorable scenes, Farley's character tumbles down a massive hill, yelling the entire way. Although Farley had a stunt double, he insisted on doing part of the fall himself, showcasing his commitment to physical comedy. The scene became iconic for Farley's ability to turn even the simplest gag into a hilarious moment. I still remember watching this movie with my cousin. And we were in my bedroom watching it, and my parents had to have thought we were high because we were laughing so fucking hard to some of the, like, where they're sitting in the bunk beds and then the roof rips off and he goes, "Hello, Washington." And then the bed crushes down on top of David Spade. And finally,
I do remember that.
the film, there's your Busey there, Frank.
Busey, good Lord.
The film's political plot was loosely inspired by real events. The plot of Farley's character, Mike Donnelly, unintentionally causing havoc while trying to help his brother win a political campaign was influenced by real-life stories of political mishaps and campaign blunders. While the film's politics are exaggerated for comedy, the writers drew on actual scandals and the idea of family members unintentionally derailing campaigns.
God, have you seen Busey lately?
Yeah. I just like, would somebody please talk to him about buttered sausage?
Well,
Like,
there
that's
was
all I'm
one-
asking.
the last thing I saw, some guys did an interview with him, and I guess his son Jake kind of lives with him or close by, and they were going to interview both of them. And these interviewers showed up, and Jake's like, "Yeah, man, he's still up there asleep, so you're just gonna have to deal with me for a little bit." And he comes down like an hour later, and Gary's like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't go to bed till about 7 this morning. I was up there looking in the universe and trying to talk to the wizards and all the witches." And they're like, "Oh, well, did you sleep well?" It's like, "Yeah, I had a good dream. I was speaking to my Native American souls, and they were guiding me across the universe." And you just see Jake sitting there going, "Mm-hmm."
Jesus Christ, man.
You guys remember his show on Comedy Central?
Gary
Yeah.
Busey?
Yeah.
What was
Like,
his
I don't know,
show?
it was
Hold on, now I
like
gotta go back to
a
that
guy
picture.
following him around,
Gary Busey.
and he was just doing all sorts of weird stuff.
Gary
It was just his
Busey,
real life.
Comedy Central. I'm with Busey.
There you go.
I vaguely do remember this. It lasted one
Mhm.
season and 13 episodes.
Yeah.
Episode 1, Gary teaches Adam about what makes a man. Activities include Gary dressing as a woman in order to teach Adam about the feminine side of men, stating that all men are failed women at birth.
I guess he's not wrong.
Oh
Oh,
my
man.
God. Oh, we are falling down some fantastic rabbit holes tonight. I love this.
Mm.
Jesus Christ. All right, we are moving on, though, because we're running late here. Let's go.
Big Papa.
Things that you did not know about the day the music died.
That's not Lou Diamond Phillips.
It is not. So this occurred February 3rd, 1959. Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, and the Big Bopper were killed in a plane crash near Clear Lake, Iowa. Now, the plane was a last-minute decision. Buddy Holly chartered the Beechcraft Bonanza plane after becoming frustrated with the freezing, unreliable tour bus used on the Winter Dance Party tour. He hoped that the plane would allow him to rest and do laundry before the next show, which was a rare luxury during those grueling schedules. The plane was only meant for Holly and his bandmates, but seating was arranged due to a coin toss and an illness. Tommy Alsop, one of Buddy Holly's band members, it's him back here, he
Got
lost
that
a
Abe Gagoda?
he kind of does, yeah. He lost a coin toss with Richie Valens for a seat on the plane. Alsop often recounted the moment, jokingly calling it the unluckiest coin toss that he ever lost, but acknowledging how it saved his life. Waylon Jennings, who was also part of Holly's band, gave up his seat for the Big Bopper, who was suffering from the flu. Did you know the pilot of the plane that killed Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, and others was inexperienced with instruments? And no, I'm not talking about musical instruments. The 21-year-old pilot Roger Peterson was inexperienced in flying by instruments alone, which proved crucial in these snowy, low visibility conditions. Peterson misread the plane's altimeter, believing he was ascending when the aircraft was actually descending, and this error is what caused the plane crash shortly after takeoff.
That guy get his license.
Back in those days,
hell?
anybody would just jump into a plane and fly, man. They didn't. It's like,
I'm a pilot.
you flown before? Yeah. All right, get in there and do it.
Well, the crash was not discovered until hours later. The plane went down shortly after takeoff near Clear Lake, Iowa, but the wreckage wasn't found until the following morning. Dwyer Flying Service, the charter company, dispatched a search party after the plane failed to arrive at its destination in Fargo, North Dakota. Frank's phone is near his microphone. The wreckage was located in a cornfield, and all 4 aboard were confirmed dead.
Man.
The tragedy was immortalized in the song American Pie. Singer-songwriter Don McLean famously dubbed the event the day the music died in his 1971 hit song American Pie. The song reflects on the cultural and emotional impact of losing 3 rising stars in rock history, and he said that the crash symbolized the loss of innocence and the end of an era in American music.
And then Madonna did it, and everybody got tired of it.
By the way, I'm going to reread this one because I'm going to pull this as a short, so bear with me here.
All right.
So I said others, and I don't like that. I want to say the Big Bopper.
Big Bappa.
The Big Bopper.
Bappa.
This is people getting to see behind the curtain here. Did you know the pilot of the plane that killed Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, and the Big Bopper was inexperienced with instruments? And no, we're not talking about musical instruments. The 21-year-old pilot, Roger Peterson, was inexperienced in flying by instruments alone, which proved crucial in the snowy, low visibility conditions. Peterson misread the plane's altimeter, believing he was ascending when the aircraft was actually descending, and this error caused the plane to crash shortly after takeoff. Yeah, feel much
What
better.
an asshole.
What an a-hole.
There wasn't a gremlin on the wing.
There's something on the way.
There's something on the wing.
All right. Are you guys ready for some poor AI summaries?
Yeah.
Do you want to alternate between? So I have 5 for each. We're doing TV shows that debuted in 2015, and then we're also doing movies that premiered in 1980. Do you guys want to alternate, and then the last one can blurt out the 5th one?
Sure, go for it.
Let's do that.
All right. Oh, Big Lang gets to go first.
Okay.
All right, hold on. This is the
Yeah,
problem.
you
when
don't
Big
know
Land-
what we're doing,
I was
but
gonna
you go
say,
for
this is
it.
the thing when Big Land comes back, and it's like we get sidetracked. And in case you guys don't know this, I've known Alan since we were how old? 6?
6, something like that.
And we randomly start laughing about things that don't even exist. So that's what makes these shows fun. But here we go. We're gonna start this. We're gonna kick this pig.
Kick it into gear.
All right, I got AI poems here
Weens.
about TV shows that were debuting or that did debut back in 2015. So Big Land is going to go first. I have 5 total. We're going to alternate. If it's still tied up at 2 apiece at the end, I'll read it, and then the first one to know it, yell out your name. But that's only on the last one. You got it?
10.
All right. Big Land, here we go.
All right.
Can you guess this television show that debuted in 2015 based on a poem written by AI? The streets hum low with danger's tune. A figure moves beneath the moon. A world unseen yet sharp and clear. He feels the truth where others fear. By silent code, his war is fought. In darkness deep, redemption sought.
Twenty
2015.
It's a good thing I looked up some of these before. but that sounds very much like Daredevil.
You are correct, sir. Daredevil debuted
what?
April
Butt
10th.
bubble?
Aired April 10th, 2015 was when it debuted. It ran for 3 seasons, 39 total episodes. But that does not include Daredevil Born Again, which is going to be debuting on Disney Plus coming up on March 4th, 2025.
All
right.
Disney plug.
Oh, wait. Again, I got to remember to bring these up. There we had Daredevil.
Gotta get that Disney money.
Charlie Cox.
Did you know that playing Daredevil essentially cost him the role of playing Han Solo?
I read that
Well,
somewhere.
probably helped or saved because that movie was doomed from the get-go.
You should have seen it because I did a video on it.
Yeah, I saw some video on Instagram about that. I don't know.
Graham. No, it's essentially because he had become so used to not looking at the person he's talking to from playing Daredevil that he ended up during the audition he was looking away and they were like, "Why are you not looking at us?" And he says it's what cost him the role. Whether or not that's the truth, who really knows? But there you go. All right, here we go. Frank, you are up, sir. Can you guess this television show that debuted in 2015 based on a poem written by AI? A name once whispered, now a roar. A lawyer's path to something more. From shadowed deals to court's sharp glow, a moral line begins to show. The game's a hustle, the stakes are tall. For those who know, you better call.
Ghostbusters?
2015 TV show.
2015.
That last line should give it to you.
Is it Better Call Saul?
Oh! Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Yay!
never seen an episode, but it reminds me of we were doing that Breaking Bad, and the characters, just kind
There
of
you go.
fell in there.
So Better Call Saul debuted on February 8th, 2015. It ran for 6 seasons with 63 episodes before it wrapped up on August 15th, 2022. All right, Lane, we are back to you.
All right.
Can you guess this television show that debuted in 2015 based on a poem written by AI? In a post-war world, she carves her place. With wit and strength, she leads the chase. A secret life, the truth concealed, where codes are cracked and plots revealed. A shield's old friend, her duty clear, a trailblazer far ahead of her year. That is not the look of somebody who knows what we're talking about.
The poem though, just
Halloween.
it rings in my heart. Very touching.
There's a few lines
I
in
really
here
don't.
that kind of give it away.
Yeah.
Where codes are cracked and plots revealed. A shield's old friend, her duty clear, a trailblazer far ahead of her year. Give up?
The Wonder Years?
Yeah.
Frank, do you have a guess?
Yes.
It's Carter.
Agent Carter.
Coach Carter.
Frank
Agent
gets the
Carter.
point. There we go. We'll roll with that.
He said Coach Carter.
Yes, Coach
Yeah.
Carter. That it is.
Coach Carter.
Yeah, I figured. So a shield's old friend. It's referencing Captain America there. So that debuted January 6, 2015, lasted for 2 seasons, 18 episodes, and it wrapped up on March 1st, 2016. Oh, I keep
Never
forgetting to
watched
show the
it.
pictures. By the way, here's your Better Call Saul picture.
Her
And then here's your Agent Carter.
Agent Cat.
name
Agent
Haley
Cat.
Hathaway. Haley what away or something?
Haley Atwell
Atwell. There you go. Yeah. Ataway away.
and her big,
Haley Atwell.
big boobies.
Her and,
She does, man. Like I look up pictures for these things,
and
and
they
it
bring
never
up
ceases
boobies.
to amaze me. Where I'll type in her name, like those are the ones that pop up. Where it's like all like
Yeah, that's so weird that's what pops up when you search.
And then
for-
you're like, I think I should
I'm like,
plug
I
a
guess I
door.
should download it.
Think
Skeet.
you don't do it live.
I need
All
to
right.
close the door and turn the music loud.
All right, going back to you here, Frank. You actually got a 4-3 lead here.
All right, yeah.
Can you guess this television show that debuted in 2015 based on the poem written by AI?
Mm-mm.
In jungle depths, the empire's grown. Where powder rules and seeds are sown. A kingpin's rise, a bloody path. The cost of wealth ignites the wrath. The chase is on, the stakes are clear. Power thrives in shadow's sphere.
Wow, that could be a lot.
Could be. Remember, but it debuted 2015.
No, help me.
Lan, you got a guess?
No.
Yeah, I don't either.
That is Narcos.
There you
And
go.
I totally forgot.
Never
Actually,
seen it.
I don't have pictures for the next two. I don't have this one or the next one.
There was some guy from Tallahassee that had a small role on Narcos.
That is the most random thing on the planet.
I know. It
Jesus
is.
Christ.
He played like the doctor or something on there.
Did you know this guy from the United States had this role in this movie?
Well, it's like that place where they filmed where everybody knows with the park.
There was a plant in that show. I have the same plant.
So Narcos, it debuted August 28th, 2015. It lasted for 3 seasons, 30 episodes, wrapping up on September 1st, 2017. All right, Lane, we're back to you. You can tie it up here. All right? You can tie
Can
it
I,
up.
though? Can I?
Can you though?
Because otherwise Frank gets the win.
Oh.
Can you guess this 2015 television show? Let me rephrase that. Can
All right,
you
what?
guess this television show that debuted in 2015 based on a poem written by AI? A coder's mind, a fractured view, where truth is blurred and lies accrue. A masked crusade to bring control, yet shadows linger, taking toll. In cyberspace, the secrets hum. Revolt begins, but at what sum?
You know I'm not good with TV shows, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Man, I don't know.
Lane's got no guess. Frank, you got a guess?
Is that Mr. Robot?
Oh!
That's a made-up show.
That was a great show.
There's no show called Mr. Robot.
Not to be confused with Robot Chicken, by the way.
When you typed in Mr. Robot, did it bring up a robot with boobies?
It showed Rami Malek with boobies. I was like, whoa, what's going on here? Freddie Mercury? What?
Can I just say that this AI person is an amazing poet, and
Yeah.
they should probably release a book.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
poet guy.
I'm just saying. All right, here we go. Next one. All right, I have 5 different poems here that
Tunes.
essentially describe movies that were released in 1980.
Ooh.
Frank currently sitting in the lead at 5-3. So, Lan, you're going to go first. See if you can make a comeback here.
Yeah,
Are you ready?
sure.
All right. Let me finish burping first. I was trying to hold it, and then it's like, and I couldn't get to the, whatever.
Failed.
My buttons here. Hold on. See, that's how the mute button works. So then people don't have to hear it. Here we go. Big Lan.
Mm-hmm.
Can you guess this movie that was released in 1980 based on a poem written by AI? A frozen wasteland, rebels flee. A master waits beneath the tree. A bond reveals a darker fate. I don't know why I'm laughing. Betrayal looms at every gate. A saber clash, a hero falls. The force divided, destiny calls.
He lost it at Beneath the Tree.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why I started laughing. Do you know what the movie is?
Empire Strikes Back.
There you go. I have no idea why I started laughing. It was released
Hey, to kill me.
May 21st, 1980. No, if I did, I would at least have an excuse. I would know what the hell was going on, but I got the goddamn giggles there for some reason.
Giggle fits.
The giggles.
It's the giggles.
He got the giggles.
All right,
Go
moving
get
on
the
to Frank.
giggles.
Here we go.
Hmm.
Shit, I got the giggles, man. All right, here we go.
All right. Focus.
Shh. Fuck.
Jackson.
The second I'm going to start talking, I'm going to start laughing. Here we go. We're just going to power through it. Frank,
What?
Can you guess this movie that was released in 1980 based on the poem written by AI? A journey fueled by wit and flair, where words in jest fill the air. Conversations twist in playful guise, while solemn names catch surprise. A flight through humor's turbulent stream, logic fades as laughs redeem.
From 1980.
1980.
Can I get a laugh, please? I don't know.
Nothing. Lane,
honestly.
you got a steal?
Like that's like so generic. I
Well.
feel. I have no idea.
I'm gonna say like James Bond, but I don't
No. No. Wit and
It's some-
flair.
it's-
Humor.
I was gonna say something comedy-ish.
Yeah. You're on the right path.
Didn't Debbie Does Dallas come out in 1980?
No, that was like 75.
Oh, okay.
77.
How do you
77.
know that?
It was 77.
That's the kind of crap you got sitting in your brain?
No, I think it came up randomly, like things that came out in 77 a couple weeks ago. Oh, Airplane.
Airplane.
July 2nd, 1980, which, by the way, now I need to go back and show you guys. I got the picture here for Empire Strikes Back, where he goes, "Yo, I am your father."
I am your
All right, we're
Spoilers.
back to land. He's trying to make a comeback here. He's down 5-4. Here we go. Big land.
Yeah.
Can you...
Yeah.
Yeah.
We lost them.
Yeah, I'm gone, man. Can you guess this movie that was released in 1980 based on a poem written by AI?
Him.
On rolling greens where chaos plays, a groundskeeper dreams of gophers' days.
Oh God.
Explosions bloom in turf's retreat as class and folly madly meet. The hunt
Bubble
goes on,
butt.
his aim askew. In laughter's grip, the madness grew.
Is that the end?
That's it.
Okay. Caddyshack.
Yeah, it's like, he got one that gives away like almost the
Gopher.
plot. And I got
I know.
one that's like, yeah, there's jokes and stuff and people are laughing and things are flying.
Jokes and things and stuff, guys.
There's this guy, he does things in places.
All right, we're all tied up. 5 apiece. Frank, we are back to you.
Yeah.
Can you guess this movie that was released in 1980 based on a poem that's written by AI?
Okay.
The woods conceal a mother's rage, her grief unleashed on camp's young stage. A tranquil lake now soaked
Oh,
with dread
God.
as vengeance rises for the dead. The mask comes later, but first her cry, a legacy born where victims lie.
Friday the 13th.
You are correct, sir. He
Thinking the
takes a
second
6-5
sentence.
lead.
I got that one.
That was released on May 9th, 1980.
There's a
Mrs.
woman with a
Voorhees.
thing on a lake with a bunch of kids, and she stabs people with a thing.
I think I have a knife just like
And
that.
Kevin
by the way.
Kevin Bacon shows up for some reason.
Bacon. All right, Lan, you need this to tie it up. Here we go. Can you guess this movie that was released in 1980 based on the poem that's written by AI? A snowy lodge, the whispers start. Madness creeps into a fragile heart. Halls stretch long, the twins just stare. A crimson tide flows unaware.
Was
What are you
was that when
laughing
you?
about now?
He's laughing at the
It's a-
twins because it reminded him
I'm
of the
not. I'm
Haley
laughing
Atwell
at the
booby
crim-
picture.
No, I'm not. I'm laughing at the crimson tide flowing.
Twins.
Although now that I think of twin staring, what you just said about Haley Atwell's boobs, Jesus.
Crimson Tide is rolling.
An axe's swing, a family's plight, where
I think we
shadows
got it.
dance in cold, dim light. What is it?
Boobies.
What is
The
it?
shitting?
Yeah, what you want to get
Yes,
sued?
The shinning.
Oh my God, yeah. I should have had enough. You know what? I'm gonna write up. Hold on here. Here's your shining, by the way. Here's Johnny. This is how quickly we can do this stuff. I'm gonna do one more, and the first
Yeah.
person to get it right gets it right.
And we got to yell out our name.
Yeah. You
From
go
1980.
You go Alan, or you go Frank.
What if I shout his name? Does he have to answer it, even if he didn't know it?
I think he would. Honestly, I think he would like that.
Yeah.
I gotta find a good one from 1980.
The Crimson Tide.
Dude. Because all that reminded me of too was I think it's in Scary Movie 2 when there's blood all over the floor and the one guy goes, "Okay, who's on the rag?" Man, 1980 doesn't have a lot of movies that I know.
Yeah, same here. As you can tell.
All right, I think I found one that'll work.
Oh, okay. Is it the Smurfs?
Do they have a movie?
Yeah.
All
I
right.
guess they have what, 2 or 3 out now?
So here's the poem. They just crap this out. Are you ready? First person to know it, blurt out your name.
Poo Tide.
Crimson Tide. A mission wrapped in soulful sound. 2 suits of black, the lost are found. A battered car, a chaotic chase.
Oh, Sharples. It's the
Yeah.
Blues Brothers.
Yeah!
I was
Frank
gonna
with the
joke and
big
say Men in Black, but I was like, no, that's the Blues
No,
Brothers.
They're on a
1980,
mission
so-
from God.
The whole poem here was a
Got it.
mission wrapped in soulful sound. 2 suits of black, the lost are found. A battered car, a chaotic chase through gospel halls and every place. With music loud and debts to pay, they're on a mission to save the day. Good job, guys. You did I'm so proud of you guys.
Anybody else think about Haley Atwell's boobies the whole time?
I was
Dude, I'm
I was
telling you.
googling them.
Here,
by the
look,
way,
look.
the whole time.
Look. I have some.
You have some of her boobies? What?
Yeah. Well, I did a short on
Her boobies?
well, no, on here you go.
And banned.
Like I had to look that up for I did a short on Agent Carter, the actual show, and it's like Jesus Christ, like half of the pictures, it's just these 2
Okay.
fucking warheads staring at you.
Is there like a plastic piece in the
middle,
V?
yeah.
Right
Yeah,
down, right.
there you
you
Okay,
talking
so
about
that's
right
what's holding her. That's what's holding her breasts up.
Yeah.
here? Jesus
I was
Christ.
gonna say like those can't be real, but then I saw the trainer plastic bra thing there, pusher upper.
It's a plastic bra, he says.
Got a plastic piece
He's
of
got a
twine in her
plastic-
Hey,
boobs.
by the way, real quick, before we get to the movie draft, we watched Venom: Let There Be Carnage this past weekend.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
I gotta tell you, the movie. Okay, movie's not the greatest. Like, to be completely honest, those Venom movies. But the way that they created
sucks.
the relationship with Eddie Brock and Venom, I loved.
Mhm, mhm.
Like the quippiness of Venom, I thought was hilarious. Like that was always some top notch stuff. So if you're looking for something kind of goofy and fun, although I believe it is rated R technically, it's a good watch. Well worth checking out. All right, where's my stuff? Where's my
stuff?
Where's my stuff? Frank gets
Where's
to go
my
first.
stogie?
Clock, you're not doing anything productive. Go get my stogie.
Oh, get my stogie.
Land, did you know that I did I had an advent calendar that was all Christmas vacation?
No.
Yeah, they sold it
Yeah.
at Costco, dude. It was awesome. I mean, it was okay.
Amazing.
Well, so it had like little figurines for all of the family. It was Clark and
Mhm.
Ellen and the 2 kids. It had
Was it their likenesses though?
Their licknesses?
Yeah.
like it was like the cartoony looking versions.
Okay.
It had the little Jello mold with the cat food on top. It had Cousin Eddie's RV. It was pretty cool. Like it turned out pretty good. It had the squirrel,
Squirrel.
the squirrel,
Squirrel.
Squiddle.
Squirrel.
All right, here we go. All right, it's movie draft time. We're building a triple feature of movies that were released in 1995. So the way this is going to work, as you can see by the points, Franklin Jonathan Sharples down there, he has 7 points. He gets to go first. And then Big Land gets to go second. And then I go
You
third.
ruined my return.
And then we do it snake draft style to where essentially I'll go back to back, and then Frank goes back to back. I don't know why I'm doing that.
Oh,
Fuck, it's been a
myself?
I'm gonna get the giggles again. I'm gonna get the giggles. It's gonna happen.
You giggle girl.
But anyway, so here we go.
Hey, you know what movie did come out in '95 though? I'm not taking it, but you know what did?
Well, save that till the end.
Well, I was gonna make you laugh, but
Well,
okay,
we can
I got-
wait. Don't ruin the movies because you don't know what we're gonna pick.
If you haven't seen the movies by now, then you deserve to have them ruined.
No,
I'm going
no.
with.
I'm talking about
No.
ruining, like what movies we might choose.
Well, we,
Yeah, I
So
know.
what's your first pick? What's your first pick?
Going to Braveheart.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Braveheart.
Freedom! Oh shit! I knocked the. Did you guys see that?
No, but your mic
there's a
cut
little
out for a
party
second.
hat that's on the urn for my dog Chewy, and I just knocked it off with my voice. Where is Braveheart?
Sorry.
Let me find it
Like
here.
Banshee.
Yeah, every man dies. Not every man.
Lord says he
really
can
lives.
protect me, but he says you're fooked.
All right, Lan, what's your first choice?
My first choice is going to be Crimson Tide.
There it was. That's what was going to be the joke.
Oh, I figured that was going to happen.
I don't think I have that one. Hold on.
What?
Well, I have a whole like I mentioned this to
I
Frank
have a
last night.
hole in my butt.
I have rather than because I'm constantly downloading all these flipping movie posters when some of
Yeah,
them are getting
flip it.
doubled up, so I'm saving them all to one folder now.
Hey, we're doubling
And
up.
I gotta find the damn thing with Gene Hackman though. Although it actually that
Denzel.
works out pretty good because Gene Hackman's birthday was right in line with when we may have done a Gene Hackman movie draft. Yeah.
Gene
Would you guys have
Hackman's
wanted to
amazing.
do Gene Hackman?
He's got a lot on his list.
No,
I've really only
I meant
seen like
sex.
maybe 2 or
What?
3 of his movies.
Charlie,
Oh
what's
yeah,
up, buddy?
absolutely.
There you go. You'd want to do it?
Time.
Yeah.
You
Hey,
want to
come here. Take my
Sexy,
pants
sexy,
off.
Sexy time.
Jesus Christ. Crimson Tide. All right. So that's going to come to me then. So I'm going to go with,
Crimson Tide's coming to you.
I think in a week.
You're all syncing up in the same household.
I have 2 female dogs in the house now too. So, all right. Crimson Tide. We just showed it. I'm trying to find mine that I'm gonna pick. I know I have it here somewhere.
Eyes.
There we go. Here's my first pick.
Oh, you son
Dear
of a bitch!
Did you want that one?
Desperado.
Yeah, I like that movie a lot.
I love Desperado.
Salma Hayek is so hot in that movie.
Yeah, she's better in
Dust till
Dust Till
dawn.
Dawn, which we
Dawn,
talked
yeah.
about last week. But I'm going with that, and then of course, I got to go with this other one that I've chosen for a few others. Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Joy with the vengeance.
Great movie.
All right, Big Land, we're back to you, my man.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go with Billy Madison.
Hey,
Shit, I don't have that one either.
wrong with you?
That was 95. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The amount of quotes from that movie that I still use,
That's true.
kind of
First big one.
You're gonna die, Clown. Oh wait, that's Happy Gilmore.
Stop looking at me, Schwan.
That's the one. Yeah, that's the one. There you go. There's your Billy Madison. All right, Frank, you now get to go back to back. You got Braveheart. What else you gonna bring in?
All right, I'm gonna start with. I'm gonna,
All right.
I'm gonna start with Heat.
Oh, again. I didn't
Good
think
one.
you liked to double up.
Yeah, but I didn't want to give it away. And then I'm going to end it with The Usual Suspects.
Oh, look at you not caring about Kevin Spacey's past.
Oh, he's a good actor. I mean,
It's still a good movie. I mean,
he likes to grab people by the kibbles and bits, but he wins
was the
Oscars.
suspect. That is a fantastic movie, though, man. Holy crap!
Yep.
It is.
He's
so,
not interested in the
so good.
Crimson Tide.
All right, I'm updating all of my stuff over here. All right, so Lane, what is your third pick?
And just like that.
my
gone.
third pick. You know what? I think I'm gonna just go with Mortal Kombat.
Oh shit, I don't have that one either. Look at you guys going all rogue on me here. Mortal Kombat.
I just remember that song, like the laser tags all around everywhere would play that
Ultra
song.
Zone.
That in the
God,
Mission
Mortal
Impossible
Kombat.
theme, like you were running through, and it was either the Mission Impossible or it was
Mortal
Mortal
Kombat.
Kombat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's your Mortal Kombat there, Big Lan.
Yeah.
All right, so I got a lot of options here, obviously, for my third pick, but I'm going to ask you guys a question first. Do you know what movie was the highest grossing movie of 1995?
I think I do.
Fire away.
Did you look it up?
Showgirls.
It was not Showgirls.
Oh,
Casino.
It was not Casino, but these are all options that I was, these are all possibilities.
Braveheart.
It was not Braveheart.
GoldenEye.
It wasn't GoldenEye either. Actually, GoldenEye is pretty far. GoldenEye came in ninth. So here are essentially, excuse me.
Schindler's
Braveheart-
Other List.
Braveheart came in at number 21.
Wow.
Dumb and Dumber was number 18. Mortal Kombat 17. Get Shorty number 15.
Right.
7 came in at number 12 in the box office.
No, I wish it came in at 7.
Coming in at number
would've been
11.
funny.
Fantastic soundtrack.
Dangerous Minds. I thought
Dangerous
about taking
Minds.
that one. Did a flip. I thought you were going to go with Hackers for a minute.
Nope. Number 10. Although I do have, I thought I had Hackers. I guess I didn't download it. Number 10 was Waterworld.
Yeah.
Number 9 was GoldenEye.
Good video game.
Number 8, Lan. Crimson Tide.
Yeah.
Number 7, Die Hard with a Vengeance. Nothing's clicking yet with what you guys think was number 1 in 1995?
Nope.
Number 6 was Casper. Number 5 was Ace Ventura When Nature Calls.
Uh,
I didn't think that would be that far up there.
was
Number
it one of the Julia Roberts movies that was number
Nope.
one?
Nope. Number 4 was Pocahontas. Number 3, we got the top 3, ladies and gentlemen.
Toy Story.
Toy Story.
Okay.
Number
Totally
2.
forgot that was
what-
95.
What genre is the number one?
Well, hold on. Number 2.
Apollo.
Oh,
Houston, we have a problem.
yeah.
I'm trying to think. I can't.
Can you make a poem? Can you
Yeah.
do a
Ooh,
a haiku?
Oh my God, that's a brilliant idea.
Could just tell us the actor and we could take a guess.
Nah, 'cause you'll probably get it. All right, so I'm
Is
giving
it
you
Haley
I'm giving you
Atwell
a
with her
poem here.
boobies?
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
A city lit by neon's glow, where riddles twist and villains grow.
Oh, Batman Forever.
Batman
Yeah.
Forever.
Two faces clash.
Allison, Batman Forever. I win.
Two faces clash with coin in hand. A hero stands to guard the land. Between the shadows, secrets lie. A caped crusader, dark yet sly. Batman Forever.
I just remember Seal's Kiss on a Rose like ruled the frickin' charts for like 3 months there.
But the
when that
rendition
song
in
came out.
Community was the better one.
Yes, I agree 100%. All right, but my final movie here for movies that were released in 1995, I'm going with
All
Empire
17.
Records. Hell no.
Yeah.
Empire Records, great
But it's
movie.
Rex Manning Day.
It is Rex Manning Day, which I believe is April. No, it's not April 15th. That's tax day.
Not on Rex Manning Day.
When is it's April something? 21st?
Google it.
That's what I'm
Goggle it.
doing. Goggle. April 8th is Rex Manning Day. So make
There
sure
you
you
go.
guys celebrate Rex Manning Day. So here we go. Here's our triple features. Frank has Braveheart, Heat, and The Usual Suspects. Big Lan has Crimson Tide, Billy Madison, and Mortal Kombat. While I have Desperado, Die Hard with a Vengeance, and Empire Records. And that is going to do it for tonight's live stream. Ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause for Big Lan coming back. Let me find my applause. Big round of applause. Oh, no!
Oh, I don't feel welcome anymore.
Oh, look, you guys keep doing that. It's the wrong button.
It's the wrong button. It's our fault.
Good to be back.
All right. So again, make sure you guys are here every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Mountain Time. We're going to keep doing things you didn't know. We cover the weekly YouTube polls. And then, of course, we're getting into a lot of this AI stuff. And then we always do a movie draft. I usually like to do the movie draft around somebody's birthday. But again, it was very slim pickings. Like it was Gene Hackman and somebody else. But as I was looking, I'm like, God, 1995 would be such a good year. Because if you think about it, those fucking movies are turning 30 years old this year.
Yeah. We're old.
Oh my God. So on that note, everybody make sure you follow us all on social medias at The Real Brandalorian, Instagram, Facebook, even though both of those can go fly off a fucking bridge. YouTube, TikTok, which is still around apparently. On Blue Sky. I'm on Blue Sky now. Follow me over on Blue Sky at The Real Brandalorian. Follow Frank at Florida State Honk. And follow Big Lan at, I don't know. Is there a racist joke in there that we could make? I think it's just
Why
Big
doesn't
Lo.
YouTube
it's
pay
Big
me
Lan, it's
anymore?
Big Lan PDX.
Yeah.
You can look at pictures of his shoes.
If I let you.
If he accepts your request. All right. On that note, you guys have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday.
Stay warm, everybody.
Stay
Except for LA, 'cause
bye.
you're already on fire.